Welcome to another edition of Diary of a Wannabe Comedian with me, Belle, a wannabe comedian. Not that I have done an awful lot of comedy this week. I do have some coming up, but obviously that's not for tonight's podcast. That said, I have been quite cultured. So I went to Hot House Drag in Chelmsford on Friday night. That was with Matt, who was performing. Sorry, I should say that was with Larissa, who was performing. And that was very colourful, very enjoyable, but quite a late one for me. I think it's the first time I've got home after 12 o'clock in a long time. And it just shows how old I'm getting. I was like, I just want to be home. Well, actually, there is a bit of a comedy link because on the way home, waiting at the station at Chelmsford, Larissa and I were just chatting away, and then who bowls onto the platform but somebody that we have done a comedy course with previously. We did a comedy course with this chap in Angel with, who was that with? Barry Ferns, that's right, comedian. Anyway, we chatted to him all the way home, and some poor soul left their phone on the train. So we were good Samaritans and handed that in. But I can imagine that person was not having a good Friday night because pretty much your life is in your phone. Anyway, that was Friday. On Saturday, I went to the Tate Britain with... No, I didn't. That's an outright lie. I went to the Tate Modern with Comedy Dan. We were saying, actually, that is the most cultured thing we've done. I think it's the only non-comedy thing that we've done. So he took me to see, because he is a bit of a know-it-all, sorry, he'll hate me for saying that, but he knows a lot about art, which I didn't appreciate before. But we went to see the Modrian and Clint exhibition. And my takeaway was Clint was the female artist who did modern art, abstract art, and then Modrian nicked it. And then he took it and he was pretty good at it in the beginning, I would say, because there were some pivotal pieces of his art, particularly this deconstructed tree, which you looked at and you could see it was a tree. And then he moved on, obviously, to his black and white lines with red squares, yellow squares, and, well, primary colours, basically. And I just think, you're not even trying now. But that's me. I know nothing about art, except the art of comedy. I like to think I'm getting to know that. And then yesterday I just went to see the Ninja Turtles movie, and trust me, there's nothing to see here. I expected it to be funny and it wasn't. So I was disappointed. It was just me and 3 other adults in the cinema. I thought that was quite interesting, considering we were watching it at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I thought it would be stuffed with kids, but no, apparently not. They're obviously all into the Barbie movie or just something else generally. I've also been watching Celebrity MasterChef, and that has Marcus Brigstocke in it. And he is a comedian, of course, so there is a relevance here. But what I found fascinating is every time he was interviewed, he's obsessed with timing. He just keeps talking about timing and time being so tight, and it just made me laugh because it's like, yeah, that's a comedian. It's so drummed into you. You must have a type 5. You must have a 10. You mustn't go over the 5. You know, and it just tickled me. So there you go. Watch that. See if you can pick that out. One day I want to do a comedy skit on MasterChef, actually. I must sit down and write that. I've got a competition this week, so I won't be doing it this week because I can't change anything. Otherwise, I won't remember any of it. But that's my Monday catch-up. I will speak to you on Thursday. Much love and gratitude.